I was listening to a content creator the other day, and you know when you hear something, you're like, fucking hell, blah, what a gem. This is why I listen to certain people and certain people only, because they speak the same language as me. And I'm not talking about English, which is the West Germanic language. I'm talking about our brains are calibrated to a certain frequency. That's why I listen to people like Andrew Tate and people who speak the same as him, because I know exactly what they mean when they say certain things. Other people will just go over their head. I was listening to a content creator the other day, and the guy says something along the lines of, there's so many men on planet Earth that could have been something great, but because they have so much commitments and time spent running around helping this person, helping that person, they got to do this and they got to do that, they don't even have the time to be able to work on their craft to be great. Literally, there are men walking around right now. They could be the next star, they could be the next millionaire, they could be set for life, but they're pretty much broke. They're pretty much living paycheck to paycheck. And it is, for the most part, their fault. What I'm saying is some people, they allow people to drain and suck their time dry, that they don't even have time to work on what they need to work on. There's some men walking around right now. If only they just had the time to write that one book, they would have been a famous celebrity. They would have been a millionaire. People like Robert Greene. Imagine if Robert Greene didn't have the time that he had, or didn't allot and sacrifice the time that he did to write that 48 Laws of Power. I'm not saying that's his first book that he ever wrote, but everyone knows the 48 Laws of Power. Imagine if he never wrote that book, he would have never became famous and rich. So many men right now. But it's down to us to tell people no. It's down to us to say, you know what? This ain't worth my time. Like I mentioned in a video I dropped yesterday, I've been invited to functions and that. And I remember there was one function I got invited to, and I'm thinking to myself, this function is 2 hours away, but really and truly, it might be a 3-hour journey. Someone come underneath that video, oh, Google Maps shows you traffic and that. But obviously, I plan my journeys ahead. I don't plan the journey on the day. I think about the journey 2-3 weeks beforehand. So yeah, when I currently looked at the travel time, yeah, it was 2 hours, but that was 2 weeks prior to the event happening. You don't know what's going to happen in 2 weeks' time. It might be a mad crash. This is the M25 and that, M1 and that. So I'm looking at that travel time and I'm thinking, well, it says 2 hours, but really and truly, that's 3 hours there, 3 hours back. That's 6 hours of travel time. I'm going to spend 2-3 hours there to get 10 minutes of this person's time. And I'm giving gifts and that. And I'm not getting entertained, because I'm only going to get 10 minutes of this person's time. It's not worth my fucking time. That's 9 hours out of my day to just attend an event for 10 minutes. Forget that. I'm worth too much to be spending my time, wasting my time on a 10-minute event to get 10 minutes of someone's time. I ain't that close with that person. That's just what's... You got to value your time and understand and know, say that, you know what, there's certain things that are not worth your time. But obviously, if you ain't got much going on, you would just be happy to be invited to any old silly little event. And I ain't got time for that. Not that 9 hours, I can spend that time making videos and make some money off of it in the future. I'm going to go to this event and probably be, and I know I'm going to be bored, because I know there ain't going to be no one there for me to talk to really and truly. How much people am I going to find with my mindset? I'm going to be surrounded by people who are broke. Going to be surrounded by people who can't afford to heat up their home or living paycheck to paycheck. What value can these people offer me? Because I know the sort of people that's going to be there and that. Anyway, when the man was talking about running around doing things for family members and that, I was thinking to myself, because I've got a big family. You know, us Jamaicans and that, we don't know how to limit ourselves to one child and that, or 2 children at best and that. I've got a big family. And I know someone, they're an older person, but they live kind of close to me. They ain't walking distance. You have to drive for a bit, but they live close to me and that. And I was thinking to myself, man used to be cool with this person that I don't really talk to them and that. And I was thinking to myself, should I reconcile with this person? Then I thought to myself, what am I going to get from this situation? Like, at the end of the day, yeah, they could reach out to me, but they can't both reach out to me. So it's not down to me to reach out to them. If I reconcile with this person is like a needy person. Oh, can you do this? Oh, can you do that? And I think to myself, the weekends that I do spend up here, I know they're going to have me trying to run errands for them. Oh, can you take me shopping? Can you take me down? I'm thinking to myself, why am I going to give them my time to get nothing back in return? I'm going to be running around, and I don't care about spending petrol. I got money. Like, you know, I was talking about in that video, there's people watching the petrol gauge, and that I will sit outside my house for an hour idling in the car, or sit outside the job idling in the car for an hour with the engine on, obviously, just doing my paperwork certificate just because I want the heating on. I'll sit there with the car on for an hour and a half idling. I don't give a fuck. Petrol don't mean nothing to me. I'm not driving a Ferrari. This person won't be driving up and down. I don't really care about the petrol and that, but it's like, I'm going to be wasting my time driving up and down, taking out the best part of 5 hours for someone to not get anything in return, just to help people out, when they've never helped me out in my life. I don't have no obligation to help people out. So that's why I like listening to certain content creators, because they will just say, I'll watch a 1 hour video for that one gem. And it's literally music to my ears. There's certain man watch my content right now, they're like, yeah, I see all the time, realist YouTuber or realist TikTok right now, or you get me, I'm programming the use and that. There's certain man watch my content think, fucking hell, like, if only I discovered my man 3-4 years ago or whatever, and man just dropping gems. And that's how I feel about a certain man that I watch. Yeah, man said, yeah, literally, man, like, there's some men that could be great and could be successful, but their time is absorbed and used and abused by other people with nothing in return. So yeah, man, I pick who I spend my time with. I pick what I do with my time wisely, and I'm a creator, and that's what the hell I'm doing, man. I'm a producer. I'm not trying to be no consumer out here, and that's what you lot should be doing as well. And that's it for today, man. Stay wise, ton more. See you in a couple of hours time.